Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Hey guys, I'm back. It was a very busy week. It was a very emotional week. Today is Saturday, May, I think it's the 9th. And I left the house yesterday. First time in, what was it, 51 days? March 17th was the last time I had ventured out. I haven't had a need to, but we wanted to pick out paint color together. So we went to Pittsburgh Paints, which is across town. And I was all ready, got my gloves on, got my mask, we got hand sanitizer. We pull up. I don't know why we didn't call first, but it all worked out. But we pulled up and there was a sign that said curbside pickup only, and we're like, uh-oh. You know, Pittsburgh Paints, they're amazing. Their paint is, you know, widely recommended. And, you know, we could have went to Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that and got something that would have been fine. But, you know, we really wanted to try this paint out. So it had the phone number, so Kevin called him and said, hey, you know, how does this work? We're kind of looking for some taupe colors. And anyways, it worked out great. The guy pulled some taupe colors, put them in an envelope, set them outside the door. I went up with my gloves on, brought them back. I was the only one that touched it because I was the only one with gloves on. And we went through, we actually found a color we really liked. Kevin called it in. The guy mixed it up. I went back out with my gloves on, got the paint, put it in the back of the van, took my gloves off, and I'm hand sanitizing my hands, and Kevin's like, you had gloves on. You don't need to use hand sanitizer. I'm like, hey, you can't be too careful. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be paranoid. I just want to be really cautious. That's all. And one of the main reasons too, more than any other reason, is my sweet and amazing uncle that lives in Missouri is passing. He's on hospice, and they said yesterday, I think it was, they said 12 to 24 hours, and I haven't heard anything yet, but it's just heartbreaking. It's my dad's brother-in-law. So my dad's family is very small. It's just him and his sister. My dad passed away in 2014. So, you know, it's like my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin are all I have left on my dad's side of the family. And, you know, I just have such amazing memories growing up. And, you know, we would go down there for, you know, 10 days, like 3 times a year. And my cousin, she's 5 years younger than me. But when she, you know, we just had lots of fun. They live on a farm. They have cattle, tons of acreage. They have, you know, ponds that we'd fish in. And my uncle, he just has the best sense of humor, and he was great at telling stories. And he's just an amazing man. They live in southeast Missouri, in a little town called Bernie. And, you know, she said that their town's not on lockdown or anything. So we just want to make sure we're healthy before we go. It's just been a rough week knowing what they're going through. And then Wednesday was Ellery's 2nd birthday. And, you know, we got to sing to her via FaceTime, but, you know, can't be with her on her birthday, which is, I was just crying off and on all day Wednesday. And I wasn't going to do What You Paint Wednesday because I'm like, I'm just miserable. I don't want to. And then I thought, you know what? It's the exact medicine you need, girl. Get on there. Because I always have a blast. I love to paint, but there's nothing better than painting with a bunch of friends and chit-chatting. Well, Kristen couldn't, excuse me, nose itches. Kristen couldn't join me because they had straight line winds, knocked out their power. a few days before that, and they didn't have internet. She said her internet came on right before it was time to go live on Witch Paint Wednesday. And her phone service was even messed up for a while. So it was just me and Kevin. I said, you should join me tonight. And he didn't have anything going on, so he did. And it was awesome because he read comments so I could paint. And he's just funny. And it was just, we had a good time doing that. I said, well, from now on, whenever Kristen can't do Witch Paint Wednesday, you have to do it with me. But we had a good time. Thanks everyone for joining us. What else happened this week? Yeah, I'm still in cleaning and organizing mode. It's slowly, the studio's getting more clean. I'm still doing some deep cleaning up at the house, and it just feels so good. Feels so good. Okay, I need to pause. Okay, so now my nose is probably really red. All right, announcements. I'm getting into the needle minder business, y'all. I think needle minders are so stinking cute, and I think it would be fun to have a needle minder. Obviously not for every one of my designs, but I want to do the moth from Newcastle Bouquet. We talked about that on Witch Paint Wednesday. I'd like to do Top Hat Sheep because everyone needs a little sheep needle minder that has a little black Lincoln, Abe Lincoln tall, you know, top hat on. I have tons of ideas. Well, I'm a little bummed at myself because the first needle minder I designed is for a pattern that's not even coming out till June. So, I mean, it's not that I can't sell the needle minder before the pattern's out. But anyways, I will show you that in my haul. But it's exciting. And then the Punch Needle Primitive Stitchers magazine. Last week I showed you what I designed for the summer issue. Well, when I fully finished it, I videotaped myself doing it. So as soon as that as soon as that magazine is released and shipping, I will be uploading that finishing video to this channel here. So that way, if you want to finish it like I did, you'll be able to do that. I have no Q&As this week. Nobody asked any questions, so we're moving right along. All right, we're going to get into whips. Whips, 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 whips. Well, that angel I showed you last week, I don't even know where it's at right now. Anyways, I didn't work on it at all, so I'm not going to show you because I haven't done anything with it. But for CW Live, which is an online painting class where I go live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and paint with the students. And we are working on her. I don't have a name for her yet. It just hasn't come to me yet. But this is what we did from I think it was 7 p.m. to about 9 o'clock. So we have a nice start on her. And then on Witch Paint Wednesday, I wanted to do a different painting other than the angel, other angel I was working on. It has a little angel in it. This is how far I got. I have a long way to go. But in the center, it's an Abe Lincoln quote, and it says, "All that I am." Hold on. Okay, I need to find it. "All that I am and all that I could be," or something like that, "I owe to my angel mother." I can't believe it. Because with tomorrow being Mother's Day, you know, I really wanted to start this. I was hoping to finish it this past week, because it is Mother's Day tomorrow, but I didn't get it done. Okay, here's the quote. "All I am or can be, I owe to my angel mother." Isn't that awesome? I love Abe Lincoln. So that's another cool folk art piece, and this would be really cool as punch needle or cross stitch, and give it to your mom for Mother's Day as a gift. So look for that to come in the future. And then I got a lot done on my punch needle, and I hope to finish it in the morning. It's Mother's Day. Don't I get to do whatever I want? I cleaned house all this morning, so I figure maybe tomorrow I can get it done. I absolutely am in love with this. Here's the back. So basically I just have the background to do, and I think it looks like an antique rug, and I think it's so pretty. Isn't it awesome? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So that will be a June release. I probably won't show it now until I actually release it and have it fully finished. So there you go. So I'm going to have 2 punch needle. I have this one and the little pickles and whiskers, or something. I can't remember what I named that one. Peanut and pickles? I don't know. Anyways, so I have 2 punch needle. I don't know about how many cross stitch I'm going to have. I have a lot of cross stitch that has come in. I know I'm going to have the Land That I Love sampler. That is a definite. I have 3 more Fabulous Monsters that I would like to release. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to be in it. So hey, it'll be it'll be a surprise for me as much as it will be for you. Okay, so that's my whips. Maynia update. Let me show you guys what I've been working on. I have not designed anything today. I'm a little bit behind schedule. Well, this is what I do. I get up in the morning and I work on a design until it's done. Because once I get down to the studio, forget it. I mean, we got tons of orders this week on my Etsy shop, and it kept us cranking. And then 1, 2, 3 Stitch, they placed a huge order, and it kind of blew up our week. We were very busy with all of that. And here's the other thing. So last year when I did Maynia, I was just designing 1 a day. Well, this year I'm designing 1 a day. One day it's for my business Creative Whims, and then the next day is a design that's going to be, you guys already know this, but in case this is your first time watching, and then the other day I'm designing for a shop. I'm designing a chart that all the proceeds from the sales of that chart will go to a designated shop from May until the end of this year. And it will be PDF downloads only. And it's just our way. Kevin and I just wanted a way to help out our shops during this, stay-at-home order where, they aren't open to full capacity, and that's gonna, it's hard on their business. So we just wanted to do something to help them out. Well, it's become it's not easy. Can I just say that? Because so I design one day for my business, and then the next day when I design for a shop, I can't just design it and then be done with it for the day. I have to come down to the studio. I have to pull all the floss. I have to make sure that the floss colors that the computer picked out are going to look good. And that is, to me, the part of designing that I don't like, because it can be so frustrating when you need a certain floss color and you can't find it. I mean, I have a ton of floss here. I have tons of DMC, and I have tons of, but there's just sometimes you need a color, and I go through Classic Colorworks, I go through Weeks Dye Works and DMC. Anyways, it just can be very frustrating. So it's taken a lot of time, like every other day, for me to do that. For even a little one, I'll show you, but I did this little tiny Tilly Sows. It's a little goat on top of a flower pot, and it took me probably an hour and a half to pull the floss, just because I have to get the colors right, or when you stitch it, it's not going to look good. And it's so hard because I'm not having model stitchers stitch these. I'm just putting them out there for you all. And anyways, I invest a lot of time into that. So I'm just going to show you some things that I designed this week. This one here is for my business Creative Whims. It's called 2 Birds in a Bush, and I have wanted to chart this forever. I have this print available in my Etsy shop, and I just love it. It looks really bright here on the screen. For some reason, they always look bright, but I love that. It's very Pennsylvania Dutch. Love it. Okay. That is that one. So here is, cute, so cute. I gotta see if I can enlarge that a little bit. So this one is, it's called Tilly Sows, and it's sows as in, you know, planting a garden. And so as you know, like I showed last week, Girl Boss, and that one goes to, all the proceeds from the sales of Girl Boss go to Reflections Framing and Stitching. Okay, well, the one I'm about to show you, all the proceeds from this little Tilly goat, so cute, goes to Keepsakes. That was the name that was drawn for that one. And that's Barb Hills at Keepsakes in Cincinnati, Ohio. So if you go to my Etsy shop, this one is available for purchase. Look how cute. This is A Time to Sew, and it's a cute little Tilly goat standing on a little upside down flower pot. Okay, that's that. Then the next shop name that I drew is Cross My Heart, and they this is Jeannie and Carol, and their shop is in Columbus, Ohio. And I don't have this on my Etsy shop yet. I have to pull the floss for it, and I'm really hoping that I can get that done today for these next two I'm going to show you, because if we leave for Missouri Monday, actually, yeah, I can't. I have to do it before I go. Oh, the pressure, I can't take it. This one, oh God, I love them all, but this one is called Penny's Garden. No, Penny's Zinnias. So look at that cute and precious and adorable little black hen watering her zinnias, standing on a bee skip. I'm in love. I am in love with that little hen. Oh gosh, she's so cute. There's little bees flying around. So you kind of see a theme. We got Tilly Sows, we got Penny's Zinnias, and then the other one I designed this week goes to Kathy at Primitive Homespuns Wool and Needleworks in Frederick, Maryland. And what I do when I draw the name, I make sure that they're brick and mortar, because I'm supporting the brick and mortars. They have more bills than an online shop. So I went and checked out Primitive Homespuns Wool and Needlework. Y'all, they have actually two stores. One is with needlework, and the other one is just like a, you know, home decor country store. You have to go to their website and check it out. If I ever get out that way, I have got to go to their stores. So anyways, all the proceeds from this one, which is called Sadie's Garden. This one also is not yet available on Etsy, but it will be hopefully in the next couple days. And this is Sadie's Garden. And it says Zinnia Garden on her little, whatever you call that, on her back. And she's got a little bee skip and bees, a little bird on her watering can. Oh, I love it. So this little gardening theme, I think I have one more, and it's a cow. And after that one, then that'll be the end of like that little garden series. And then I'll go back into doing some other things. So there you go, y'all. That's what oh, and the other one that I did for our company, Creative Whims, to go along with Wilbur is Tilly. I finally got her charted this week as well. So here's Tilly, and I already have one of my wonderful model stitchers she asked if she could stitch both of them. So I want to get those sent out before I go to Missouri as well, but no promises. So little Tilly, look at her sweet face. I'm in love with her. Yeah, so Maynia is going really well for me, as you can tell, but I'm telling you, I'm a busy, busy woman with that. So I've got two more that I've got to, pull the floss forward, get them up on my Etsy shop, and then I'll be in Missouri probably 5 to 6 days. So I'll just continue to design, but I'll have to pull all the floss and get those uploaded on Etsy when I get back. So doing the best I can, right? Okay, finishes. No finishes this week. Haul was my needle minders. So this is, I can't remember what I named the cross stitch that's coming out in June, but okay, this way you don't have to see my up close fingernails that look terrible since I got those nails taken off, or those gel nails. So there you go. Look how freaking cute that is. And it's so little. Like, here's the size of my thumb. Okay, Trace, you can do this. That's the size of my thumb. Look how little. So cute. So the reason I don't have them available yet in my Etsy shop is because I have to design a little, oh jeepers. So I will have those on my Etsy shop probably in, 2 to 3 weeks, because I have to design a little card to attach it to, and then I have to order the bags, the packaging part I don't have done. So that's coming though soon, guys. I can't wait. I'm really excited to design more of those. They're so stinking cute. Okay, so we're moving on to giveaway. So last week you had to say I am unique and then put number 1 or number 2 or both, and I will insert the random, oh wait, let me show you what you win. So number 1 was Mary Needleworker, Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb, and I hope you all went and checked her out. And then we have I Forget the Rest, that was number 2. Okay, I will insert the YouTube random comment picker here. Okay, let's see who wins this week. Da, 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 da. I Am Unique, number 1, which is Mary Needleworker. Hope you have a good week. See you next week. Be well and safe. Congratulations, Tanya Parente. I'm guessing I'm saying that right. I hope so. All right, so that's our first winner. Let's pick another winner, and hopefully they have a number 2. Congratulations, Paula Duda. I just love your charts and paintings. Thank you for being so open about your faith. I Am Unique, number 2. Congratulations, Paula. Thanks everyone for participating. Congratulations, Paula and Tanya. If you could please email me right here at this email address, I will get those right out to you. Like, I'll either send them out Monday, but if I don't hear from you and we already left for Missouri, it will be when I get back. So thank you so much everyone for participating. So this week we have 2 more patterns by Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches. So we're going to have number 1 is Oh Happy World. Super cute. I believe she designed this for her friend Lois at Lady Creates, and they're like birthday stitches, which I think is super cool. And then we got Strut and Calm, which I know is one of her really good sellers. He's so dang cute. We have wild turkeys in our yard all the time, and lately there's just been this one Tom, and he'll come flying in. You don't see him fly a whole lot. Normally they're just running through the yard, but this guy, he flies in over the pond and he lands like on the beach area. It's just the coolest thing. I love it. And Kevin said today he's scared the crap out of me. He's in the back room because he's still mudding and sanding, and then we'll be painting it tomorrow probably. But he hollers, "Look outside, look outside!" And I look out, and I'm looking in the yard for like a turkey or a deer or a coyote, or I didn't know what the heck was going on. And he's like, "In the air, in the air!" He's like, "There's an eagle." I totally missed it. Eagles, they don't hang out. They just soar away. So I didn't get to see it, but anyways, super cool. We live by a river, so eagles tend to, hunt for fish. I guess they hunt. I don't know. I want one day for one of them to swoop down in our pond and grab a fish. And it could have happened, and I just missed it. There's so many days when I'll be working and I happen to look up and there's like 3 deer standing out there. So I think, oh my gosh, there's so many days I'm so busy I don't even look up. Probably miss a lot of cool things out there. Okay, so this week I just showed you what the 2 patterns are, and our little angel this week, I love this scripture, Matthew, I can't see it, Matthew 6:18 or 6:28, I think. Learn from the way the wildflowers grow. I love that verse. Okay, so on the name of this angel is Wildflowers, and it says, our lives have seasons. One day you will look back on this time and realize it happened in order for you to grow. Is that not fitting of these times that we are living in? You know, the thing that I have learned through this whole shelter in place order is that, like, people are so resilient, okay? People are finding ways to stay in contact. Businesses are finding ways to, you know, continue to keep their companies going by doing curbside pickup or delivery or, you know, shipping the orders or something. You know, churches are having online mass, which I tell you what, other than, the hardest part for me is not having the grandkids over. The boys I have seen them because they've been coming over and we're paying them to do tons of cutting down dead trees and all kinds of stuff like that. So I've been seeing them lately. Not seeing the grandkids has been the #1 most difficult thing. And the #2 most difficult thing is not going to mass. I miss communion. I miss seeing everyone at church and just being in, you know, God's house. I just really miss that. But, and I don't know, I just think it's interesting to watch how many people go live now. It makes the world seem a little bit smaller, I think. But anyways, you know, we're learning things about ourselves during this time, are we not? So your keyword, that's right, your keyword is grow. That's going to be your keyword. Okay, we have one more thing, the Chinese fortune teller, and then we're done. And then we'll let you go with your day. So we have from Kim Esman, yellow 1-4. So this is always like weird for me. YELLOW 1 and number 4. Tell a funny personal story. All right. I'm going to have to think about this for a minute, so hold on a sec. Okay, I have a funny story. It's not like super hilarious, but when I was in 9th grade, I think I was just going into 9th grade. It was the summer before 9th grade. I got a job at this ice cream shop called The Scoop, and I got paid $2 an hour. I think when I started, I got $1.50. That seems ridiculously low, but you know what? When you're that age, I was like 14 years old. At that age, just having my own money and feeling like that responsibility, I didn't care what I got paid. I just wanted to be doing something. And anyways, how I got the job was my mom drove bus, and one of her close friends that drove bus as well. It was her husband's family that owned The Scoop and also owned the restaurant next door to The Scoop. But I'll never forget my first day. So they called me in. The lady that called me in didn't realize she just basically looked down the list, started calling people, and she got to my name, and I said, sure. She didn't know I'd never worked there before. She didn't know I was only 14. Anyways, my mom drives me up there. She doesn't say, I'm having you come in because we're swamped, we're super busy. She just said, can you come in to work? And I'm like, sure. So I get there, and I'm waiting for her to like train me and show me what to do. And there's people everywhere. And she's just huffing and puffing and doing all this stuff. And she's giving me these dirty looks. And she's like, what is your problem? And I said, I've never worked here before. This is my first day. I said, can you show me what to do? What, you know. And so anyways, I mean, talk about embarrassing. There's all these people there, and I'm just standing around like an idiot. And basically she just really quickly went over, you know, here's where, you know, just kind of went over the ice creams with me. Here's where the scoops go. You got to do this. You got to weigh it. You know, blah, blah, blah. Here's all the prices, you know. I mean, the cash register and everything. I had to learn all of this just on the fly. So we made it through, but I will never forget. They had the most popular flavors in the corners of the coolers. Really? The corners are where that ice cream gets the hardest, because it's in the corner of the cooler. Anyways, my arm, by the end of summer, this arm was just like, the bicep muscle was huge and this arm was like, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, another funny part about working there, and this wasn't my first year, I think this was my second year working there. They had a new manager that year, and she was fun and all that. But so this place, they built a deck on it, and so there's outdoor seating and stuff. Well, we had to go out every night and put the chairs upside down and wipe things down and clean everything. And we're out there. Now, I hate June bugs. Like, ugh, I do not like them. They freak me out. The fact that they get in your hair and they get their little feet. Ugh. Well, anyways, the lady, the manager, evidently knew my fear of June bugs, and she would chase me around the shop with a June bug and like would throw them at me and stuff. Just thought that was hilarious, but I'm screaming like I'm a 5-year-old. So there's just some fun times. When I was in, I want to say 10th grade, was when Kristen, my BFF, my Witch Paint Wednesday buddy, she got a job there, and her and I don't know what they were thinking, but they used to let her and I work together. We had so much fun. I mean, we did our jobs, but when it wasn't busy, I mean, we had so much fun. And we would create, what do we take? We took orange sherbet and mixed it with like Mountain Dew, and then put it in the thing that like makes the shakes, spins it. Oh my gosh, that was so good. The other thing we used to do is, next door they own the restaurant too, so for lunch one of us would run over and get lunch. And I still actually could do this, I love it so much, I would take my French fries and dip them in mayonnaise. Right? Isn't that weird? And I don't know, her and I made like new concoctions. I think something that we like invented actually made it on their menu. But it was awesome, because in 10th grade you can eat whatever you want and never gain a pound. I was a tiny skinny little rail, and I ate junk. I mean, I ate ice cream with hot fudge and peanuts and cherries and whipped cream, all that. And then I would eat fries with mayonnaise for lunch. So yeah, real healthy there. But it was a really fun job. It was my first job. Got a raise to $2 an hour. And I think by the time I quit there, which was, I think that after my 10th grade, when I was in 10th grade that summer with Kristen, because then when I got into 11th and 12th grade, I was in co-op. So that was my job. But anyways, lots of fond memories. I hope Kristen watches this, because we had a lot of fun. So there you go. That's it for this week, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. We had no questions this week. It did make it go a little faster though. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I will be doing a Flosstube while I'm in Missouri. I probably won't do that, but I'll probably just wait till I get back to do my next Flosstube. And I wish everyone well. I hope you stay well. Hope you stay safe. And don't forget, create every day. Bye now.